Hello everyone, this is Mr. Ege, and in this particular video we're going to continue with the Hilbert's cube and to create the orthographic views in the Hilbert's cube using Autocad. In the last parts of the video we just generated Hilbert's cube three-dimensional design. Now it's about time to put it on a drawing paper, okay, to showing the orthographic views. What are the orthographic views? Orthographic views, basically the front, top, right side, back side, and bottom views, all separated with each other at 90-degree angle. And these views are essential for the manufacturing processes, and designers, architects, engineers, basically they have to create orthographic views for their designs before they're sending to the construction or manufacturing places. So I have the Hilbert's cube in my hand, 3D solid model of the Hilbert's cube. And this is the line work. Okay, pretty much the way it looks. It's complicated. I change the shade mode back to wireframe. And now, but this is not the view that makes sense to any of the manufacturer. We have to send the dimensions, we have to send the front, top, side views, okay, and of the Hilbert's cube to the manufacturer, basically, with the dimensions too, and with the proper information about the company name. Your company name is Fairfax High School, your own name, you're the designer, and the name of the drawing. This kind of information have to fit into the page. So the most convenient page size is A size. So we're going to do that. But it's a little bit tricky to create those views. So I'm going to help you to create it. Okay, I will do this in front of you, and hopefully you're going to remember when time comes. Okay. All right. So first of all, there are two things to remember. This view has been created in the model view of Autocad, okay? In the model view of Autocad the model view is generated for creating 3D solid models, but nothing else can be done in there except the model. Now there is something called paper space. We have to project these line work onto the paper space. So there are two different worlds in the Autocad. One model space and one paper space. Actually, you can switch from one to another by simply clicking on the tabs at the bottom. When you click on the model space, you are here. When you move your cursor over the layout and click here, you're in the paper space. And if you go to layout 3, for example, I generated this for you before you come here. This is the way it's supposed to look. But the process required to do this view is going to follow this. We are in the model space right now. And the first command to switch. First of all, I don't know whether you like the white background or not. So if you don't like it, don't use it, obviously. If you like the white background, you can go to the A on the top and go to the options and then modify the options. I'm selecting window element color theme light. I'm also choosing the color choice, okay, and at the bottom we go to the color, and I switch to the white color to the model space, okay, all right, but you don't have to do it. It's just a matter of choice, and if you like it, you watch me, and you don't have to do this, okay. Anyway, this is the model space, and now I remember saying that you need to switch to paper space, and model space and paper space separated by a command. And obviously, if you're going to go to paper space PS, you need to enter PS, okay? And then it simply generates the paper space, or you can simply click on the layout 1 or layout 2 and so on. There is another command that not only generates the paper space, but also creates a title block for you. What is a title block? Title block is a bunch of lines that are required when you're presenting client the information that is necessary, okay, for the presentation. One of them is your name. Another one is company name. Another information is the name of the drawing, dimensions, and the front and the orthographic views that accompany all that in a certain order. So title block can be done automatically by using the command called MV setup. MV setup is easy to remember if you know the meaning of M and V. Meta view setup. So you type M, okay, which is the 13th letter alphabet, V, which is the 22nd letter of the alphabet, setup, you type setup, enter. When you enter MV setup, short for meta view setup, enter, it says enable the paper space. Answer is yes. Okay, now you have the setup is created. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you back. Okay. Go back to model space, escape, and go back to model space, and erase the delete template, layout template. Okay. And go to model space and go with the MV setup command, MV setup, so that we can start all over. Enable space, yes. And now we have the paper space created in front of us. And one of the things you can do, you can add a title block. Now, let me explain a little bit what paper space is. Paper space is literally what you want to put on paper. And initially, computer doesn't know, AutoCAD doesn't know what you like to have. So that's why it will offer you a window. Okay, this is called viewport. Okay, it may be good for you, not good for you. Maybe you're gonna erase it later. It doesn't matter. Okay, this is what it offers you in the beginning. But also you have a bunch of options here. One of the options at the end, it says title block. You want the title block, so you move your cursor over, click on there. And what do you want to do with the title block? You want to insert it. Inside the chevron marks, there is an insert option. Press Enter key to accept this option. You want to insert the title block. Now, there are a number of options here. Number 7 is the A size paper, which is the same as letter size paper. So I'm typing 7, Enter. I think I'm done for now. So I'm Enter, okay? And pretty much everything is there except that I don't like the viewport. I am moving my cursor over the window or the viewport and delete key because I want 4 of them. One view does not do. So, and also it's a little bit off the title block. So I want to move it. Okay, so I'm going to M for move, select the title block, enter with the right mouse button, and move it in a place. Click here. At the lower left-hand corner, I'm aligning. Now, so far so good, okay? But this is it. I need the windows. I need the windows to the objects. So, MView again. I'm typing MView. I'm sorry, M setup. MV setup. Backspace. Setup. Enter. And what do I need? I want to create. What do you want to create? Other windows. Click on that. So to create other windows, okay, Enter key. What kind of window do you want? Standard engineering, number 2. I'm typing Enter. Okay. So I'm typing Enter. So it says specify the first corner. And I'm moving my cursor, and I need the object snap on, endpoint and intersection point. Okay. And I'm selecting the corner and lower right-hand corner and upper left corner. Now it says specify the distance between viewports in X direction. 0 is fine in chevron mark, so I'm accepting the default value by pressing Enter key. Again, in vertical direction is against 0 is fine. I'm pressing enter key again. Now, computer generated automatically front view, left side view, top view, and 3D views instantly for me. Okay? So, I think this is a lot of service. I mean, depending on MV setup command. So just remember this command is very useful. But each view has to be also scaled. So one of the things you can do is you can zoom in, double click inside, okay? And when you zoom in, computer gives you a chance to change the view, okay? And also you can go with the shade mode and select conceptual, so three-dimensional shade mode. And you can turn off the use icon by just typing UCS icon off. Enter. Now you need to move outside the model space. You're in the model space. Double click the white area to go to paper space. You're back to paper space. In the front view, double click inside again. Now you're into the model space. Okay. You need to type Z. Z is short for zoom. You can spell the zoom if you want to, but Z enter. Okay. And there are a number of options. Obviously, you go to scale option, S for scale. Enter. And what if you enter 1 XP? 1 XP is short for full scale. Ooh, too big. Enter. Again, command comes back. S for scale. How about 0.5 XP? 0.5 XP is half a scale. That's not good enough. Let's go change this. Again, Z for zoom, S for scale, 0.25 XP. That's a quarter scale, and which is perfectly good. We can do that with the other view. Double click. Okay, Z for zoom, S for scale, 0.25 XP. Enter. And top viewport, Z for zoom, S for scale, 0.25 XP. Okay, so far so good. All right, so we have 3 views, all set to 1/4. Okay, you can save your work, obviously. And now we need to type the letters. You need to go back to paper space because we need dimensions, okay? Dimensions are very important. Annotation is extremely important. For that, you have to be in annotation, drafting and annotation menu. So click on that and select the dimensions. You need a few dimensions on the paper space. Most important dimensions, okay, are already given. Okay, these are the 3 important dimensions. Okay. What else do we need? Let's go to shade mode. And dimensions, we are finished. Let's go to shade mode. And we need to be inside. Okay, and shade mode. Hidden. Okay, that will give me top view. Go to shade mode again. And H for hidden. And shade mode, H for hidden. Okay. So now hidden views is revoked, and you have enough dimensions right now. Maybe a few dimensions will help. definitely. It's the typical dimensions. That's 1 inch. Each one of them is made out of 1 inch. So you may want to click in here, click here, and then take it outside this way. This is typical dimension. You want to give that. And another dimension, perhaps from here, here. That's another typical dimension. Okay. And now escape. And here, company names go here, and you want to go to text command and multi-line text. I click here, top left and lower right-hand corners, and you need to set your justification to middle center, and the lettering size, perhaps make it 0.25. And there are certain fonts enter, and there are certain fonts Autodesk and styles. Now we want to type. Again, 0.25 or 0.2 is fine too. Enter. Fairfax High School. Is to Fairfax High School, all capital letters. Everything has to be in capital letters. Okay. Good. So far, so done. Click on the close text editor. And this is Hilbert's Cube. So again, we need another multi-line text, and we need to write. Okay. Pretty much the same way. Justification is middle center. Okay. And we need to type 0.25, enter. And Hilbert's Cube. Perhaps we should write Hilbert, Dr. Hilbert's Cube. Let's make it Dr. Hilbert's Cube. This is more respectable way of making reference to. Sometimes things do not work the way you like, and then you try it again. Okay, and close the text editor. Okay, what is the scale? Scale is 1/4. So we need to put a smaller text here again, and we need again justification. Select the middle center. And scale is colon space 1/4. That's an engineering scale. Architectural scales are different. Close. Sheet 1/1. Your name, drawing, designed by. This is an absolutely important part. And you want to put your name over here. So text command, multi-line text, select top corner. Select the bottom corner, and to put the justification middle center, type your name, designed by. Okay. All right. So pretty much this is what the orthographic views are. I want you to demonstrate this, how to create those views. okay, and save your work, obviously. All right. And if you have any problems, raise your hand, call me, and let me work with you on this. Thank you.